Alright, so I need to get this off my chest. Right, okay, right. Let me talk. I've just been thinking about this, right? Okay, right. Let me talk. Okay, right. Basically, this is where I'm at now with the whole McGregor Poirier thing, yeah. Conor McGregor is a powerhouse. Not in the sense of punching power, in the sense of his persona, the way he conducts himself, the way everything like that goes on. When it comes to Poirier, he's also a powerhouse. Like he's this like independent guy. Like he's got his charities, he's got everything going for him. But where I'm at with this whole thing now is, in my opinion, I'm gonna make a full prediction breakdown video, like in the next few days. But this is kind of me just saying I don't think Poirier has a chance. Obviously, you have a fighter's chance, and if he can survive McGregor's onslaught in the first 2 rounds, he could potentially win a decision. I don't think he's going to finish Conor, and I also think McGregor would win a decision if it was taken to later rounds. I just think he'd survive and get a second win, or maybe not even get tired at all now. Yeah. Where I'm at with this now is, McGregor posted a story on Instagram of a $1 million watch that he bought. And you can tell it looks like $1 million. It's like around, I've seen the clip or like a interview thing, it was like a $1.2 million watch. And he put that on a story when he was like, a few days before like he arrived at Fight Island. And I don't think that's a coincidence, because fair enough, he's done that type of thing before, put it on a story, but he's not like Mayweather. He doesn't get money and he doesn't like to brag. Like, I think it's a power thing. He's wanting to show everybody, look, I can just go out and buy a watch like that. And I might be thinking way too deeply into this, but hear me out. In his interview with Ariel Helwani, and this interview on the Big John McCarthy show, sorry, my phone just went off, and the Big John McCarthy podcast that he was on, he came out and he was so positive. And this is what I'm saying. For his fight against Khabib, right? For his fight against Khabib, I'm rambling. This might be a bit of a longer video, but it's fine. For his fight against Khabib, there was something off about McGregor. You could tell him he wasn't this charismatic, cocky but confident, or you know what I mean? He wasn't like his usual self. His confidence wasn't coming from a place of his training. It was coming from a place of anger. He was very angry, and like I've never seen. He was off. He was angry. Like, it was weird because McGregor doesn't really get angry. He's a piss take. He takes the piss, and he has his ways of coming across as a bit of an arsehole. But it was the whole thing of he was angry and he seemed very hateful, and the whole build. I did not like. Like, I really did not like the build up to that fight, like against Khabib. It was so, the hatred was undeniable, and it was like, I can't even describe how much, like, McGregor was so, like, he was just off. He was very different. He wasn't funny. That's the thing. He wasn't funny. He wasn't confident. Well, he was confident, but he didn't make us feel, as fans, feel confident. He wasn't funny. He wasn't charismatic. He wasn't, like this ball of energy. You know what I mean? He's not really this ball of energy, good energy, even if he is like trash talking or whatever. But he was just angry. He was angry, and it seemed like his heart was just hatred. His heart was black towards Khabib, which was an actual saying that he said. He said, "My heart is black towards this man," and you could tell, like, Khabib is fire. No, Khabib is ice and McGregor's fire. They're both fire and ice. Khabib is this cool, calm, collected, impenetrable, like force of ice, and McGregor is fire, this ball of fire and energy and like passion. That's McGregor. But when it came to that fight, he wasn't controlling the fire. He wasn't controlling his passion towards the hatred. You know what I mean? Like, but now it feels like he's controlling that. He's controlling the fire, like the passion. He's revving the engine. And I that's such a great analogy, because I was watching Jesse's on Fire. It's like a MMA channel. I'll put the probably link down below to him. That's where I'm kind of getting this analogy from, the fire and ice thing. But yeah, mad. And so where I'm coming from with this, when it comes to Poirier and McGregor in all of his interviews, so positive. Everything is about, it's manifestation and passion. It's just, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to do this, and if this doesn't work out, this will happen. It's another positive thing. He's being questioned, and whenever somebody brings up a negative thing about how he had a bad year or how he lost, he switches it. But I'm not going to think about that. He swaps the question and starts talking about something else. it's how he keeps his self-belief so high, because it's positive vibes, and that's why it'll come through in his performance. The positivity and the self-belief and the confidence will come through. It will make him more calm on the day. His muscle memory will kick in from the training. Everything, it will just be better and well-rounded. And then this is why I think Poirier's already lost. They say before the first fight, he just couldn't handle the mental game of McGregor, or how popular McGregor was and how much the fans were against Poirier, the Irish fans. If he couldn't handle McGregor back then, when he was still on the rise and up, like 6 years ago, how the fuck is he going to be able to mentally prepare for the McGregor now? The powerhouse he has control, he's a billionaire. You know what I mean? And McGregor can just go out and buy a $1.2 million watch. Poirier can't do that. You know what I mean? The clothing's different, everything's different, the persona is different. And I'm not even maybe Poirier's very relaxed and he's just going with the flow and he's calm and he knows what to expect. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to get across is Dustin Poirier, every interview he's had, it's, we all know in the first fight you couldn't handle his mental game. What are you going to do this time? Every interview, it's never ending. He's been reminded he was knocked out. He's been asked what he's going to do different this time, and he's having to repeat himself. And that's negative. You know what I mean? He's having to repeat himself, so it's like he keeps saying, I just wasn't, I was too aggressive, I was too this, I was too that. We're going to see what happens this time. Last time was this. He's, in his head, he's only thing he's manifesting is failure. Because this is maybe way too spiritual about it. All Poirier is talking is about how he lost before and what he can do differently, and about how he's not going to be as phased by it now, and every interview McGregor's done has been the complete opposite. It's been a ball of good fucking energy, and they've not been thinking about anything. Anytime he was asked a question about Khabib or the allegations or the incidents, swapping all around, turn it into a good conversation. That's how McGregor's always done it. He's so fucking positive. His optimism is through the roof, and he's so much self-belief through that. Because I can tell you for a fact, if I'm positive about everything I do, and even if I'm not wanting to do it, and I tell people that it's a good thing, or that this is going to come out of it, it's going to be good, instantly my self-belief in the fact that I can is through it works. It's manifestation. That is proper manifestation. If he's being positive about everything and then doing the work, your confidence and self-belief goes through the roof. And I think Poirier, fair enough, he puts in the work. He's not manifesting the correct. And I know Poirier could knock him out. Poirier could land a great punch and knock McGregor clean out. But what I'm saying is, Poirier's going to be there. He's going to, every interview, media day, everything, he's had to talk about how he lost, how about he's going to improve and be better. McGregor is talking about how he's already better and how he's going to, if that makes sense. Poirier is going to talk about how he will be better on the night. McGregor is talking about how he's going to perform incredibly on the night. Poirier is like, I'm going to be better. He's not there yet in his mind that he is better. You know what I mean? McGregor is, I promise, a masterpiece. I'm gonna go out. I fucking can't wait for this. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna make a proper in-depth prediction. I think maybe, but I think McGregor's gonna stop him in a round. Towards the end of the first. That's probably my prediction already done. I don't know. I think Dustin looking to survive is a big mistake, because McGregor will find that shot anyway. I think McGregor is gonna really show something special and get that belt back, and I don't know, that's a big thing for me though, the mental aspect, because the mentality is so important, especially when it's when it comes to that, you know what I mean, fire and ice. McGregor's this ball of fire and passion, Khabib was this impenetrable force, and they didn't work. This time it's completely different with Poirier. You know what I mean? McGregor's this ball of passion that's contained, and he's positive, and he's manifesting. His belief is through the roof in himself. He's promising things, and he's not nervous about that. Poirier is just enjoying the ride and seeing what's gonna happen. I think McGregor first round knockout. I don't care what anybody says. He's a black belt at getting that first round finish. But yeah, that literally, I can't fucking wait. I'm not gonna see what happens. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to come on and be like. So, mad, I can't go. I think I'm spot on with that. I'm not trying to be a dick by saying, oh look, I'm right about something, but I think the positive, like, I've watched all the interviews for this upcoming card on Saturday. It's completely different, both their demeanors, and I know everybody's demeanor is kind of different to McGregor's, but this is a completely different level of the difference in demeanor. This is somebody being positive and talking what they're going to do into reality through self-belief and manifestation, and then there's another guy who's more normal, who's not a normal person. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I don't think that's been a bad video. I've kind of said everything I had to say. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll try and explain it. Yeah.